I gave advice to a kid, I would be like, if you want to do this for a long time, find something else you love. Because at some point, this shit, you're going to hate it. You know what I mean? So like, I wish in my career, I had found more stuff out of the sport. So when I got this coach who was all science-based, and he was like, if you do this and eat this and sleep this and do this, you will do this. And even if I hated it, I could have done it and checked out to working on my car or riding horses or going hunting that gave me just as much joy that it made the cycling part insignificant. Like guys at UPS they're not there like, you've got to have fun and you've got to love this and stuff like that. They're like, no, let's get through this so I can go hunting. Right. Because that's what I love. You know what I mean? So that's that not one thing stands out. Like I'm the issue with training in my career. It's me. It's my attachment to it. So I wish I just had a different outlet, and I would yearn for kids to find their other outlets. So they're like, one memory sticks out of when I rode for an Italian team when I was still on 23. I didn't make the national team, so they pushed me to an Italian team. I remember the director, because they do everything, small team, kids, he'd put the oil on your legs before the race, and he'd just grab the fat on my legs, and he'd just be like, and then he'd keep rubbing. And then he'd grab the fat again and just be like, Jonathan is no good. And then he'd come in and like go through the bin. This is and don't get me wrong, this man, I love this man. Like he's a good dude. You know what I mean? But then he'd come in and like, he'd go through the rubbish bin to see if you had a receipt there for a Mars bar from the coffee shop. You know what I mean? And like, so like I was tormented in that moment. But, I wish I had more coping skills of like, well, this guy's a bit of an idiot, but I'm going to go and do this because this makes me happy and he can do whatever he wants. Yeah. You know what I mean? But instead I'd just sit there in the house, just grinding my teeth, festering about that. You know what I mean? So that's just one example of like, if you have an outlet, because I'm telling you guys, at one point you're going to hate this sport. I don't care what anyone says. If anyone tells you they've loved this shit for their whole career, I don't buy it.